blue line for a clear signal, then this statement avoid the conflictness. Now, second, there may be a reasonable or temporal conflict between two specified action. For example, one requirement may determine that the program will add two input and another may determine that the program will multiply them. And second is, one condition may state that A must always follow B, while other require that A and B co-occur. So it might be possible these two conditions occur during the requirement collection. So we should handle such types of the requirement or conditions during the requirement collection. Third one is the two or more requirement may define the same real world object but use different terms of the object. Two or more requirement may define the same real world object but use the different terms of the object. A single object are using for the different purpose, it might be possible. So we should handle such types of object declarations conflictness to maintain the consistency. Unambiguousness. SRS is unambiguous. If SRS is ambiguous, then we can 100% sure our software will fail during the design and development phases. It will not complete until and unless if it is ambiguous. So the SRS should be unambiguous when every fixed requirement has only one interpretation. This suggests that each element is uniquely interpreted. All the elements should be uniquely interpreted. In case there is a method used with the multiple definition, the requirement report should be determine the implication in the SRS so that it is clear and simple to understand. All the information in the SRS should be clearly defined. No ambiguities should be there in the statement of the SRS. Ranking for importance and stability. The SRS is ranked for importance and the stability if each requirement in it has an identifier to indicate either the significance or stability of the particular requirement. We should always assign rank for the requirement which is the higher priority requirement, which is the lower priority requirement, which is no priority requirement. If we define the ranking of the requirement, we can easily handle all the requirement as per the requirement or as per the need of the customer. Typically, all requirements are not equally important. As we know that all requirement is not important. Some of the requirement is important, some of requirement can be low priority requirement. So we should focus on higher priority requirement first. Then second, we should focus on the low priority requirement. So it is the very important to identify the rank for the important requirement. Modifiability. SRS should be made as modifiable as like and should be capable of quickly obtain change to the system to some extent. SRS should be modifiable. That means if any changes occur at runtime in the system, then we can change our SRS. If we do this, then we will manage our changes in the software. Otherwise, we will face the problem. Verifiability. SRS is correct when the specified requirement can be verified with a cost-effective system to check whether the final software meets those requirements. The requirements are verified with the help of reviewer. All the requirements should be verified. If we does not verify the requirement, that means we create problem for itself. All the requirements verified by a reviewer, then we can say we have checked all the requirements one by one and verified all the requirement one by one. If any corrections required, then we can change. So if a requirement have ambiguity या conflictness, it can be identified during the verification phase. So we should also verify all the requirement one by one. Traceability. The SRS is traceable if the origin of each requirement is clear and if it is facilitates the referencing of each condition in future development or enhancement document. Traceability. It is a very important. If we trace all the requirements one by one, that means we define SRS very clearly, very neat and clean. So all the requirements should be traceable. Suppose we have 5 requirements. One requirement related with the third requirement and third requirement related with the fifth requirement. When we are working with the fifth requirement and we want to trace, then we will see the third and we will go for the first requirement. If this is possible in SRS, then we can say it is a traceable and all the requirement is properly defined and all the requirement is traceable. So we can easily identify if any types of error occur during or any types of difficulty occur during the development of the design and the deployment or development phase. So basically there are two types of traceability. One is the backward traceability and the forward traceability. Backward traceability is this depend upon the each requirement explicitly referencing its source in earlier document, and backward traceability this depend upon the each element in SRS having a unique name or reference number. So these are two types of traceability. We can trace all the requirement by using the backward and forward traceability approach. Now 9.1 is the design independency. Design independency. All the design of final system should be independent. Means, for example, when we design a system, then we design various modules of the system. So all the modules which is combining representing to a final design of a system, so all the modules should be independent. SRS should not contain any implementation detail. That is important thing. Implementation details should not in SRS. That means code. Code should be not a part of SRS. Testability in SRS should be written in such a method that it is simple to grade test cases and test plan from the report. How we will test our project? So we should plan the test cases and test plan how we will test our developed system. So that should also in SRS. Understandable by the customer. When we present our SRS to a customer, look at this, that will finally develop. So whenever customer will read SRS, then he should be understandable all the things which is written in SRS. So SRS wording should be very simple, easy to understand. So anyone can understand what SRS want. SRS चाहता क्या है ये हम समझ लें, तो इसलिए उसकी जो डेफिनेशंस होनी चाहिए बहुत ही आसान शब्दों में लिखी जानी चाहिए. The right level of abstraction. If the SRS is written for the requirement stage, the details should be explained explicitly. Where for the feasibility study, fever analysis can be used. Hence, the level of abstraction modify according to the object of the SRS. So, these are the characteristics of the good SRS.